Sometimes when you learn something about somebody else, you feel the need to share yourselves. For better or worse.
Big old goose egg, gang. I didn't know that. That is a fun fact. Pookie, do you want to know a real fun fact? There comes a time when you have to ask, was I white trash growing up? And my family was on Judge Judy at one point, so I was white trash. Yeah, little fun fact there. Throwing it back at you. Throwing it back at you. So my family and I have tried to look it up. I know the episode title name, but I haven't been able to find it for some reason. I need to, like, now that I'm an adult and I know how to actually research things, I need to try to do a deep dive. And maybe one day we'll watch back the episode on Twitch. Let me see, hold on. Let me do, like, some real quick Googling here, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I might have some fun stuff planned for, like, the next stream.
Sadly, Jack John could not find the clip he was looking for. But that didn't stop Dumbass from telling everyone he found it anyway.
Hey, you, Jack.
People can find me on Twitter at JackJohnJose. You can find me on my Twitch channel at JackJohnPlaysGames. I've got a lot of fun stuff coming up in January that I've been teasing. And also, I think in the next couple days, probably Friday, so this comes out like in tomorrow, I've wanted to do this for a while. We're going to review live the episode of Judge Judy where my family was on. So we're gonna some white trash Christmas present to you a couple days late. Come watch me make fun of my white trash family from years past.
So which family members are these?
My dad and my stepmom. So real close.
Okay. Got it.
Well, yeah, be sure to everybody to join Jack for that very fun, slightly uncomfortable experience. It's going to be a blast. I'll have to chime in as well.
So what would Jack John do when it was time to pay up and he didn't have it? Well, he completely unraveled.
I've got a couple things we need to get out of the way first before we dive into today's stream. I promised chat something, a live reenactment of my family on the very ever popular show Judge Judy. I don't got it. But not for a lack of trying. I did a lot of work on this. So here's the thing. Let's go on a trip for what my journey was today. We found out about this last stream, and we were like, hey, like, how hard can it be to find this? And I found this site after like a minute of Googling last stream. And this is the episode where my family is featured. My stepmom and dad are on this episode of Judge Judy. And I was like, hey, I actually found the season number and the episode number. I got this. This is easy. This is amazing. I can do this. So I do some light Googling and I find this right here. This basically is watchonline.guide/TV shows. This says where we can watch Judge Judy. Click watch on Prime Video. Click right here. There's a clickable fucking link. Amazing. It takes us to Amazon Prime and nothing happens. So we find our Judge Judy, which is an amazing subreddit where people just talk about Judge Judy. It's incredible. There's a post from 4 fucking days ago, and it says where to watch season 1. And somebody fucking responds, because again, this is an active sub. And somebody goes, hey, Pluto TV has been showing a bunch of episodes from season 1 and 2, and it's free too, and not paywalled. This is incredible. This is huge information for us. So I go over to Pluto TV, and bam, there's Judge fucking Judy right there. Amazing. Fucking incredible. We don't get to pick what we're watching, it just shows us Judge Judy. That's okay. Pluto TV has an on-demand service, so we can find on-demand episodes. Nope, fuck us again. Judge Judy is a live channel only. It has no on-demand services. I decided to dig a little bit deeper into Reddit. And it turns out that there is a underground torrenting community around Judge Judy. And people seeding and uploading and hosting and sharing literal fucking episodes of Judge Judy. Because apparently this fucking TV series is crack cocaine. And it's just, you gotta know a guy who knows a guy. But that's okay, because we went and we found and we downloaded all of this fucking Judge Judy. Okay, we found a torrent for all of this. This is legitimately all on my computer right fucking now. But the problem is season fucking 9 isn't in this list. Okay? Season 9 isn't fucking here. It's fucking stupid. Okay? How fucking hard is it? I abandoned all dignity. And said, fine. I will take it upon myself to ask. So I posted in Reddit. I fucking posted and was like, somebody please help me. And it went unanswered. I'm fucked. Season 9 of Judge Judy doesn't fucking exist.
The quest for the mythical Season 9 seemed all but lost, until an angel appeared.
Everybody, welcome in. Yes, this is real. This is 100% real. My dad and my former stepmom were on Judge Judy. Appropriate reaction. So, after the stream, when I completely lost my mind and said that we didn't have it, somebody DM'd me on Reddit and sent me the link. So we have the episode today. I can confirm we have the episode today. I will do one quick little bit of lore about this. So my parents divorced when I was young. So did everybody's. But what happened is I would spend summers at my dad's. I lived with my mom. I would go spend summers with my dad's, though. So, and my mom literally in chat confirming all of this as I say. Scandalous, I know. But what would happen is I would go visit my dad. And I go to visit my dad one summer. And my dad's like, hey, how would you like to go on a trip to California? I was like, I've never fucking been to California. That sounds awesome. And he's like, cool, we're gonna go. And while we're there, it just so happens that we're gonna be on Judge Judy. Sadly, I'm not in the room during this. I'm at the studio. But because I'm 11 or 12 at the time, like, I wasn't allowed in the courtroom. So I had to, like, sit in the back with, like, somebody who was, like, assigned to be, like, a guardian for children while I just, like, watched on a monitor from the back. But the real kicker out of all of this, I get back to where my dad lived in South Carolina, literally the other end of the fucking country. And I call my mom, just, like, checking in with her, saying, like, hi, how's it going? But I was like, yeah, Mom, I'm in California. And my mom was like, you're where the fuck? Because legally, my dad wasn't supposed to do that. Technically against court orders. So, with that said,
how long can one man live with his mother?
Your son says that there was never an agreement to pay rent.
I would have died before I would have paid it, to be honest with you.
You had a fight with your mother.
She hit me in the head with a bottle.
You are lying. That's your mother.
Plaintiff Beverly Grogan is suing her son, 28-year-old DJ Patrick Patterson.
So I remember this very specifically. So I got to be in the room with my stepmom and dad while they met with, like, I don't think they were lawyers. I think they were just producers of the show that were like, hey, like, here's what you should do. Here's what you shouldn't do. So they keep referring to him as a DJ. He was a DJ at a strip club. And the producer of the show was very explicit and said, do not mention that. It's irrelevant to the story. It's not going to help you at all. Don't do that. So here's my dad over in the corner, just by himself, But there's my dad just over on the side, and my favorite moment in the entire episode happens like right out of the bat. He's just vibing. He's just vibing.
Yeah, that's case number 207 on the calendar in the matter of Grogan versus Patterson. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated, sir. Have a seat.
Mrs. Grogan, this is your son, and this is his wife.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is this gentleman?
This is my husband.
That is my dad, ladies and gentlemen. That is my future.
Are you afraid to stand up?
No, ma'am.
Good. Stand up
Are you afraid to stand up?
next to your wife.
Stand next to your wife.
Are you his father?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so this is your second stepfather. How long have the two of you been married?
2 years.
2 years.
Rough.
They forgot.
It's good that you remember.
Yes, ma'am. It's usually the other way.
Yes.
Okay. And that you are, according to him, a meddling lady who wants to control his life. And when you had a fight with him, you hit him over the head with a soda bottle.
My favorite part about this, hit over the head with a soda bottle.
Okay, well, you had a fight with him. You had a fight with your mother.
Yes, ma'am.
When did you have a fight with your mother?
I don't recall the exact date.
Give me the month.
May.
May.
And how long had you been living in the house up until that point?
I've been there 7 years.
But she left for a period
Of 2 years.
2 years and come
And I
back.
come back September 2001.
When she was
That's a real bad time to come back. I didn't pick up on that until just now. That's a You know, we were having a fight, and then 9/11 happened, and I really put everything into perspective. Raises additional questions. Where were you before that? Where were you at the beginning of the month? I'm gonna drink more beer.
pregnant again.
Ah, so you've been living there.
Wait, no, we think we need to get back to the full part of that, because that was snippy. That was real snippy. Something happened. Hold on.
Back September 2001.
When she was pregnant again.
Ah, so you've been living there on.
Wanting so bad to just like jab and throw some punches in there.
So what did you say to your mother, who's allowed you to live rent-free in the house with your wife and 2 children for 7 years?
After she got on the porch, she made some more
It was
threats.
single, yeah.
What did you say to her? I don't care what she said to you. She can wipe. She brought you into this world. She can take you out. What did you say to her?
You can't say it in a courtroom, really.
Oh, you can say anything here, sir. We have the ability to go bleep, bleep.
I told her, you.
Nice.
I love everything about this so much. From Judge Judy basically saying, you can say whatever the fuck you want here. Blah, blah, all of it. My dad is just losing his shit, because this is the stupidest thing in the world. I wish it cut to him more, honestly.
How many children do you have, Miss Grogan?
We have none.
One.
No.
You have one.
Just one.
Him. See what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket?
Honestly, kudos to my dad, because over like the next 30 seconds, he's gonna like coach my stepmom back up. But yeah, it's brutal. But like my dad, like you'll see him in the background, is like coaching her back up.
A mother
Right here.
who allows you and your wife to live
He's almost getting
rent-free
picked up on his lapel mic.
in her
I
home.
wish it was louder.
Beverly says Patrick and his wife burned down the bathroom.
My dad just looks so
I
confused the whole
want you
time.
to face left.
I'm sorry.
Your other left.
Okay.
This man. My favorite part, though, is like you can see the gears are turning when she's like, look left, and he's like, fuck, shit.
You see this woman?
Yes, ma'am.
20 years from now, you won't remember what she looks like. Now,
Is that a threat? In 20 years, she'll have been dead for 18 years.
I want you to turn around and face right.
Do you think?
It's from the bow.
That's your mother. 20 years from now, she's still going to be your mother. Look at me.
We're almost at that time.
You know how I know that? Because I'm smart. And because statistically, there is more than a 50% probability
I did
in
not
this
know that, Mom.
country that you won't remember what she looks like unless you see her occasionally.
Her face is like, am I gonna get whacked at the end of this?
And I don't care what kind of trouble Missy Moo Moo over here tries to make. Your mother helped you for 7 years. Now,
Missy Moo
tell
Moo.
you, sir.
It's absolutely brutal line to call somebody Missy Moo Moo. It's even worse when the judge calls you that.
Because probably at this point she has you, you're her only son, you have 2 children, she hasn't seen her grandchildren. That's a very painful thing for her. So, listen, Missy Moo Moo over here is shaking her head.
She
Yes,
said it again.
I'm talking to you, not
She
her.
said it
The
again.
one that you're not going to remember 20 years from now. Do you know what I'm...
Oh, she's getting buried. She's getting buried, dude.
Now, did you or your wife cause any damage to this house when you left?
One thing.
What?
I was gone to move a bed, and when I come back, we seen smoke coming out of the bathroom window. So I went down there. Maybe she left a. They never determined what it was. I think maybe a candle. Maybe it's.
You mean your wife?
Yes, ma'am. And the wind blew the curtain, and the curtain caught on fire. And I put it out. I feel like it could have been fixed with some paint.
Okay, so you would agree, Miss...
The fire damage mixed with some paint.
This accident that you say was caused by your wife negligently leaving a candle burning in the bathroom is your responsibility to fix.
Yes, ma'am. But I don't.
There you go.
So you're saying it was your fault? Yes. And if it's your fault, are you responsible? Yes. Shit.
Where are you living now?
In a mobile home.
Who rented it to you?
I bought it.
How much money did you put down on it?
$500.
How much do you make in mortgage payments?
$500 a month.
Let us assume.
Chat. I don't know if inflation has hit mobile homes. $500 down, $500 a month. That's a fucking steal. Good on you. Good on you.
$500 a month times 12
Probably.
times 5 years is $30,000. That's how much you saved by living in your mother's house. $30,000. Now, if you didn't put that away, that's your problem. But you don't move out of a house and leave it like a pigsty.
She always told me that that was my place. I even told the preacher that that was my place. It belonged to me.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,580. Just remember what I said to you, sir. Look over there. You won't remember that face unless one of your kids looks like her in 20 years. Do you understand? This is always going to be your mother. You're making a big mistake, and you're being very unfair to your children. If what I'm speaking,
we're gonna go
you're
back.
being very unfair to your children if you don't allow your children to have a relationship with your mother.
What? Why does that matter? Why does that matter? There was like an assault alleged that was just like, I don't give a fuck. The state of the bathroom, which is a big contention, and it looks like it was. Honestly, I didn't even see any burn. But the whole crux of this, that she's not seeing the grandbabies, that's the hugest part to Judge Judy here through the entire thing. Yeah, I didn't see any in the pictures. I mean, there's a stack of pictures. That's a whole developed camera right there. He made a great point. He was evicted. They couldn't go clean it because they were kicked out. The trial is not you kept a dirty house.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,580. Just remember what I said to you, sir.
Also, $2,580. If that's the repair for the bathroom in 2005, better be a gold shitter in there.
This is always going to be your mother. You're making a big mistake, and you're being very unfair to your children. If what I'm speaking, you're being very unfair to your children. If you don't...
So, she raises her hand. She's like, teacher, can I talk? I want to have the last word. And she's just like, shut the fuck up. I'm on my monologue.
You're being very unfair to your children if you don't allow your children to have a relationship with your mother.
That's not what's on trial. It was never about the kids.
When she's had a relationship with them over the last...
I have no problem with her having a relationship with me.
Great.
He has refused. I have called him and called him and called him and asked him to bring the children over.
So he says he has no problem. So you're going to bring your children over on Sunday morning?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a play date now. It's a fucking play date now.
What time do you want him to bring the children over?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock for a visit?
Yes, ma'am.
For an hour. Great.
Yes,
Every
ma'am.
Sunday? Is that reasonable?
What? That's not... What the fuck is happening at the end of this? This went from, like, you need to pay your bills to, oh, by the way, you lit the bathroom on fire. Oh, by the way, I want the kids. I want visitation rights. You tell the preacher you're bringing those kids. Like, what is... This turned insane. This turned insane.
Yes, ma'am.
That's fine. Done. Thank you. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
When he put his hands on me and he threw me down to the ground, I knew.
What? When did that get brought up? When did that get brought up? What? What the fuck? What? What?
Knew then that, you know, we need at some point it had to stop.
What can you say? I mean, you know, you have to go by what she says, but don't agree with everything.
I was hoping he would learn from it. I love him and I love Selena.
He's not there anymore. He's making a family with me and his 2 kids. That's a problem with her, which is fine. We'll see where he is in 20 years.
And the control
There
problem
you go.
is not with me. It's with his wife.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Buried the absolute lead on that. Like, what is happening? In the end of that, what is... Like, so I haven't seen this in over a decade. I forgot most of this. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, all that fun stuff. And if you want to check out the live streams, check them out at twitch.tv/JackDownPlaysGames. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you at Applebee's.